Hey y'all, welcome back, honey. We are back to talk about my girls, the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I have got to do a better job with getting my review to y'all much sooner, okay, versus later in the week. It'd be difficult for me, but I'm gonna try. I'm going to try. We are on episode 9, and I saw that Andy, I think it could have been maybe last week, where he said that he was gearing up for the reunion of Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I thought, and I'm like, dang, so they're gonna have a pretty short season, but I do believe they've been renewed for season 2. Please, somebody confirm that in the comments because the girls are giving. All right. I have to say the girls are giving. Um, I was just hoping we get quite a few more episodes. I don't know. So usually when the reunion happens, isn't that like a month before the episodes are about to wrap up? I thought maybe it's 2 months. So maybe I'm thinking we probably gonna get like 13 episodes. I don't know why. That's what's in my head, but we gonna see. Either way, we gonna enjoy what it is that they give us, and hopefully they don't take too long to come back to us, okay? Because with all this drama brewing between Rosie and Kelsey and the stuff Rosie is saying on podcasts and the shit Kelsey over here saying on top of Rulla's husband side chick. Y'all cannot take, like, girl, we need the cameras up now, honestly. I'm not gonna hold you. We need them cameras up now, tip top summer. Like, let's get the cameras up. But let's get into this episode as well. So, y'all know Rosie done kicked Kelsey out her fucking house, and I love everything about it. Okay. So, Rosie is at the house and she trying to spray every little place that this lady done went in her house to get that negative energy out. Meanwhile, Kelsey runs to the car. She calls Liz on the phone, y'all, and she's giving Liz the rundown of what all happened at the house. And I feel a way about this because I feel like, Kelsey, you're not telling the story exactly how it went down. But I can't wait to see how you're going to tell this story to Joellen, because I did see a snippet over on Twitter and it looks like Joellen is going to have your back. But honestly, I feel like it don't matter what you tell Joellen, she was going to have your back anyway. And the way that they enable and support the BS, I'm sick of it. Okay. But you didn't even give the full story. You really gave the story to Liz to make it appear as though Rosie attacked you. And I'm like, girl, if you don't cut it out, that lady reacted to your bullshit. That's what happened. So Kelsey says, I never slept with a married man. She was telling me I slept with a married man and all this and that. And I ain't even never done that. I only slept with like 6 people my entire life. She's the one that slept with married men before. Matter of fact, she slept with 2. One at her old job, and she about ruined that guy's life. And then another one was a basketball coach, and that guy actually had to pay her off. And you know what? You know what? That guy was the one that gave her money to buy the house that she's in now. Absolutely. You know how she said that my guy paid off judges and all of that for me to win that title? Then guess what? That's what that guy did for her to be able to buy that house that she's in now. And it's like every chance you get, Kelsey, you try to discredit Rosie. And until you come to me with some additional facts, girl, shut up. Cause I'm not even gonna say additional facts, facts, period, okay? Cause what did Kelly say over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta? A fact comes with a receipt. So where's the receipt? See, a lot of what in my personal you have said about Rosie, Kelsey, is he say, she say. That is so not cool to me when you don't like it when others do that to you. Okay? So unless you're gonna bring this basketball coach to the front or something, and the other guy, maybe we'll believe you. But until then, girl, take your lashings, okay? And get up out that lady's space. All right, y'all. So Rosie, I'm sorry, not Rosie, but Ashley is over at Restaurant Depot with her husband, getting some stuff for the restaurant and also just getting ready for trivia night that they're gonna have with the ladies being in attendance. So Rosie gives Ashley a call and she tells her about how Kelsey showed her mother is down to our house. And okay. And she said she done came to my house on my block with a blowhorn doing all of this extra shit, talking about some house police or whatever the case was. And I didn't like it. So Ashley said, was she trying to be funny? Now watch how some of the ladies use this to validate Kelsey's actions. Hell no, she wasn't trying to be funny. Okay, Rosie said no, I don't think she was trying to be. So Ashley's like, what kind of person comes on somebody's block with a blowhorn yelling house police if without trying to be funny? Like she had to be funny with that, bitch. No. Not when we have the type of rapport that we have and we are trying to fix things. If you had a issue with somebody and they came on your block and you got children at that and they being loud and all of this and that, you would not like it. But you know the difference though between Rosie and Ashley? Ashley would be passive as fuck about it. She would be extremely passive about it and just shrug her shoulders and act like everything is cool and going on about her business, knowing damn well she didn't like what that girl did. Okay. But either way, Rosie says, listen, I don't believe that she was joking. And at this point, I really don't want to have shit to do with her. So she's like, I don't even want to go to trivia night at this point. Okay. So Ashley like, damn, should I not invite her? And she like, girl, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm just telling you, when it comes to me, I'm not interested in really being around her for real. So Ashley says, well, damn, if I don't invite her, then you already know how that's gonna go. Then she gonna be beefing with me. And it's like, oh, I don't really like how she said that. I feel like all Ashley had to say was, okay, I understand. Well, I'll figure some things out, right? That's all she had to say. But to come out and your immediate response to be, I don't want to do that because if I don't invite her, then she's gonna be beefing with me. You know what she's gonna do? And that really pisses me off a little bit because it's like it's cool when they beefing with your friend though. Girl, it's okay when they beefing with your friend. It's somebody. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it a little piece. So I think she should have just said, well, let me just figure something out, right? I do like how she responded after her husband came over because her husband was just like, listen, I just worry about it, have a good time. I just want y'all to be cordial, have a good time, you know. Ashley is talking about how she's now in a predicament, and she pretty much Rosie pretty much tells the husband the same thing, like, listen, y'all do whatever it is y'all feel y'all want to do for y'all event. I'm just letting y'all know that I can't guarantee that I am going to go if her ass is there. Okay, so now Ashley is being put in a predicament, and she said, "I'm just gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna let it simmer." I like that response better than versus saying, "Damn, she gonna be beefing with me." I mean, I'm cool with her beefing with your ass, but I don't want her beefing with me, type thing, right? And although I understand that you are non-confrontational or whatever, I just don't feel like that should have been said in my personal. But I do agree with the thought of letting the shit simmer. Because as she said, if I let it simmer, then I'm going to get some clarity. I'm going to figure out the best thing, the best route, how I want to do this. And then also, I'm going to give her some time to cool down because the incident just happened and she may change her mind. How she feels on Sunday may not be how she feel by Thursday. So I'm cool with that. Like, let me give it some time, and I completely understand that. But her husband didn't really like that she was being put in a predicament. You know, he told her he really wanted her to sit down and think about what she wants to do. So that way, when she makes her decision, she can't be mad at nobody but herself, or at least she'll be okay with whatever decision she chose to make when it comes to who she gonna invite. Okay. I do kind of feel like it is a bit unfair though to try to strong arm your friend into not inviting somebody by threatening to say that you're not gonna come too. You know what I'm saying? Um, I kind of don't like that either. You know, knowing that you about to put your friend in the bind. Some part of me is like, yeah, I'm with Rosie. Like, I don't really care. You do what you want to do. I'm just like giving you a heads up now that I'm not gonna come. But it was also the way she said it. Like, if you invite her, like, I want her out of the group. Like, I want her out. So if she's around, I'm not coming. I would just say, hey, I I don't want to promise you that I'll be there as of right now. You know, I'm still raw with the situation. I'm not interested in being around her. But see, we different, right? I am the type of person where I know how I feel on this day is not going to be how I feel on that day. But I will give you the heads up and let you know. I'm still raw right now. I don't like how she carried on at my house. At this time, in this moment, I don't want to be around her and I really don't want to have anything to do with her. I want to give you a heads up just in case I do not show up. I'm not telling you not to invite her, but to protect my peace, okay? I may not be in attendance. Okay, but we'll see. I'll let you know when that date gets closer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know because y'all may not feel like she really did anything wrong and y'all may feel like she was well within her right, because some part of me feels like she was well within her right to say, girl, I'm not coming to that shit if that hoe gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel you on that. But I did slightly feel bad for Ashley that she's in this predicament. But I just wish Ashley would not have said, damn, she gonna be beefing with me. And in a minute, she gonna be beefing with you anyway, just because you friends. with damn Rosie. And why would you really want to be cool, or really you should be beefing with a bitch that'll sit up there and lie like that? Like, damn, would you lie on me? Girl, would you lie on me like that too? Anyway, let's keep going. All right, y'all. So let's talk about Rulla and Alicia because they walking on the beach, right? And they ended up bumping into one of Joellen's neighbors. And this is a chick that fell out with Joellen. Now, if Rulla was a rude BIT and she acted like Joelle, and she'll be over there prying into their details, okay, trying to find out what exactly happened and then bringing that damn neighbor onto the show. Joellen would be pissed as hell, understand, while she over there digging over there in Rulla's information. Either way, Rulla said that she don't really want to go to the trivia night because she's avoiding Joellen for her own protection. And some part of me feels like your husband getting in your head telling you that you shouldn't go. I feel like men that be sitting up here cheating on y'all then turns around and tries to pry you from some of your friendships. However, Joe Ellen is making it easy, right? Because Joe Ellen is the one bringing the information to her. Now, part of that is because Joe Ellen is somewhat being a girl's girl, but then at the same time, she being messy as fuck all at the same time. And probably more messy than anything, because one thing Joellen does is tell it to everybody else before she goes and approaches Rulla with the information. And she was doing that before Rulla chumped her ass off and start calling her out about it, right? But either way, that's what's going on. So Alicia tells Rulla that, girl, I'm not gonna judge you or whatever. I know y'all got y'all stuff that y'all go through, relationships go through their stuff. I'm not gonna judge you. So Rulla says, it's really difficult. It's really tough because Brian used to kiss the ground that I walk on. And now it's really hard after learning some of this information. I'm just in my head about it, as you should be. And you really shouldn't let him in your head. I feel like you should face some of this SHI head on. And you know what, Ruler, the way that you were talking in the confessional about how you don't want to go to trivia night because you want to protect your energy and shit, I'm like, Ruler, this season appears to be your first and last season for some reason. I hope that is not true, but you're coming off like you're not really ready to deal with the cheating or the cheatations of your husband. I feel like, girl, you need this show to see what the hell really going on in my personal, so you can see how he'll tell you one thing, but a whole nother thing is really happening. Okay. And I say all of that too because Alicia has not told Rulla about the video. She hasn't said anything, and I understand why she hasn't. It's really, really tough. Okay. You don't want to be that person. I want to look out for you. But being that you so headstrong on staying in your marriage, if I show you this information, it's not gonna matter. You probably gonna chump me the hell off. So, girl, I don't know. You'll find out. She then tells Ruler, at the end of the day, if you decided to leave Brian, then guess what? You're gonna be straight because you got a whole nother job outside of that. Like, you're gonna be good. As for me, not necessarily, not so much, because I ain't got nothing. Like I want to get me a steak and pizza, mama. I'm hoping that I could get a steak in there. And so, Ruler just telling her you need to really sit down and think about it. Like, take that time and see what you need to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I feel like the moment Alicia starts to branch out, because honestly, Alicia, I know you want to attach yourself and get a steak and pizza, mama. You need to start seeing if you could create your own. Not your granddaddy being the creator and the founder and the owner of all these things, and you don't know how to do it yourself. Like, I just feel like start creating your own stuff. And that may start showing him something different. I don't know. But I wouldn't try to attach myself to a stake in his pizza business. Like, go create your own damn. Like, why not? All the ideas that you're trying to pour into his pizza mama, go pour it into your damn own. Like, I'm so confused. Either way, Kelsey, Joel, and Liz and their men all link up for dinner. Joellen tells Kelsey about Rosie and how Rosie hit her up to let her know what happened between them. So Kelsey tells them that Rosie said her career was to suck dick and then called her a slam pig. So the ladies are looking up what a slam pig is. They find out what a slam pig is, but Joellen gonna say in the confessional, like, well, it's definitely not a compliment. And it's like, why would you think that it was? Okay, when they arguing. Either way, Kelsey asks them, do they think it's okay for an ex to still pay for their bills or whatever, right? And some of the guys, I can't remember. I think that Liz's ex guy still paid her bills, and I guess her man didn't really care about it or whatever. The guy that she is with, though, Bill, that she's with, he doesn't feel like it's her ex's obligation to do that. He feels like he shouldn't be paying it at all, right? Because the fact that they're not together anymore means it's no longer his problem. Liz is like, baby, that's common law marriage. Like, get that lady her things. She stayed in that man's house for 10 years. And I agree with Liz. Get your things up out of that man, Kelsey, and don't let Bill sit up there and tell you that you should not get it. And I also feel like, to me, just a little bit, Bill ain't showing you nothing fantabulous to make you go to your ex and say, stop paying the damn bills. In my personal, you ain't doing nothing extravagant for her to turn it down. So why you, just because you say that she shouldn't receive the money for her bills, like that should be enough? Absolutely. Nah, I disagree. Get all that you can out of him. Pay me for my pain, pay me for my time, and you can say the bullshit because all of it's mine, okay? Period. Come pay for this and pay for this car and get me a car too while you at it. Understand? But either way, she did say that her ex said if she got serious with Bill, he was gonna stop paying no bills though. And maybe that's why Bill don't want it, because he's like, I want you to, get closer with me. I want us to start developing something more serious. And he knows that she ain't getting too close with him because of that. I don't know. Like, I just feel like, hey, the fact that the money ain't coming out your pocket, I just feel like you should be able to stack that money up for other things when it comes to y'all too. Let that girl get her coin up out this man and like move around, all right? And so Alicia then goes on to talk about, I'm sorry, not Alicia, but Kelsey then goes on to talk about how she don't want to be homeless like Alicia. And this leads them to having a conversation about Alicia as well and her homelessness. And I'm just kind of like, y'all, let's move on. Whether the lady was misplaced, homeless, whatever she believes that it was for her, because none of y'all lived that life, especially at the age that she was at. If she want to say she was homeless, child, let her say she was homeless. She didn't have a damn home. Just because she stayed with her family don't mean that she was not homeless. Yeah. Child, if you ain't got your name on none of these bills, it's giving a little piece of homeless too. You may stay there, but is that really your residence? Like, let's let it go, child. Y'all. So we get to the event that they're gonna have, the trivia night, and Rulla really did not come. Rulla, you gonna piss me off. You better start showing up in these scenes as the season progresses, or y'all gonna have to take her off the show. She wanna sit over there in misery with that man anyway. Let her ass sit over there in misery in that house with that man. That's just how I feel about it. Because ain't no way she should be considered, because at this point, I don't know if she's a main cast member or not, but at this point, she really giving friend of. She should not be able to receive, honestly, half of what these ladies are receiving if she's not going to be on the show. I feel a way about it. If she don't come back, I'm okay. This trivia night is already starting off messy as hell. One of the trivia questions was, name a wise pig in Toy Story or something like that. And so, of course, Ashley is like, a wise pig in Toy Story, whatever the case is. Then you got Joellen over there talking to Alicia. And so they're trying to figure it out. And so Joellen tells Alicia, oh, I said Kelsey. And she's like, Kelsey? Oh my God, that is so shady. She said, I said Kelsey. She like, why? She said, because Rosie called me and told me that they got into it or whatever. And she called her a slam pig. Da 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 da. Girl, what? That is hilarious. Kelsey gonna bring her ass in there trying to make her an appearance or whatever the case is, child, with this damn Miss Slam Pig United States sash on, child. She goes over, she greeting everybody. She decided to go over there and speak to Rosie. Rosie ain't really saying that to her, but one thing she did do that stood out to me was she made sure to hug Ashley and says, thanks for not uninviting me. Child, I feel like that's her way of trying to create some friction in their friendship. Like, yeah, you wanted her to uninvite me. Yeah, she told me about that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? She didn't do it. Whatever you thought she was gonna do, she ain't do it. Come on, Drew. Either way, um, yeah. And when she spoke to Rosie, I hate Rosie just looked at her and smiled. I would have said, what's up, Slam Pig? The biggest. Okay, what's going on? Joellen, I like you, but you fake as hell. So the ladies are all standing around the table. Alicia pretty much tells Rosie, like, I don't like how they be treating you or whatever the case is, right? So she said, you called Joellen because you trusted her, confided in her care, whatever it was, you confided in her because you trusted her, whatever it is, you see her on a different level. So Joellen goes over to the table and Kelsey like, where the fuck are you going? And she was like, I want to give you some cheese dip, this, that, and the other, knowing that she really going to the next table to talk to the ladies. Of course, Kelsey is feeling away because she like, damn, is everybody going over there surrounding themselves, surrounding a Rosie or whatever the case is? What about me? That's really what that was given. But she got up and she goes over to the table too. Can I join? Is what she says to Joellen. So Alicia brings up again that, I guess Joellen and Rosie appear to have had a decent relationship or something like that, to where she called you and you guys talk or whatever. And Joellen was like, I mean, yeah, I send memes. You saying you send memes is your way of trying to downplay the relationship that you have with Rosie. And I would not be surprised if you and Rosie have talked about Kelsey and maybe even some of the other ladies, right? And you may be going in between them, telling this person what they saying and telling that person what like Joellen ain't nobody's fucking friend, baby. Joellen is her friend first and only. And I feel like I've said that before about Joellen. But I see you, Joe. I see you, girl. Thomas. So I send memes like trying to downplay it. Like, what? Okay. Rulla already told y'all this lady is not to be trusted. All right. Anyway, child, I have to add. Alicia sitting up here saying that, I really like Rosie and I want to defend her, but I can't because I feel like I'll be letting you guys down. What kind of alliance do y'all got? And I feel like it's something y'all created on y'all own, because I feel like Liz ain't even a part of it for real. In my personal, I don't know. It's somebody, I feel like Liz ain't even a part of it. But Alicia saying she don't want to let y'all down. You got Joellen. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Alicia saying she didn't want to let them down by defending Rosie, and then turned around and you got Joellen sitting up here trying to downplay the connection she got with Rosie, saying that, oh, it's what she said. Oh, I send memes. It's weird. It's like y'all came into this season to come after Rosie for some reason, and I don't understand. Like, how did y'all concoct this halfway through the season? Like, when did y'all have a sit down and make an agreement that y'all were going to be going after Rosie? And this y'all first season. Ain't nobody else is noticing that. Y'all don't see how weird that is. Like, what y'all got going on, loves? So of course these two ladies are going at it. Rosie, Kelsey, they still trying to say that it was funny. The shit was not funny. And you can't force somebody else to feel like some shit was funny when it wasn't. If it was funny to you, Joellen, it was funny to you. Well, guess what? It was not funny to Rosie. And I feel like it is giving a little bit of passive aggressive, a little bit coming from Kelsey. Like Kelsey did that shit intentionally. She was trying to be funny, but not in a good way. Okay, she knew what she was doing just so she could hide it behind her. I'm just playing. Nah, that's how you really feel, because you've said this shit before. Why would you come to my house with that? Okay, why would you think that's even okay for you to? Well, I don't talk to you like that. I don't know you like that for us to be cool. Like for you to come to my house like that, girl. No. Meanwhile, Ashley over here stressing the fuck out. She over here grabbing on herself and stuff. Then she starts yelling. Oh my God! Holy shit! Okay, who's tired of yelling and arguing all the time? And it's like, Ashley, my love, calm down, baby. Okay, now when I saw the previews, I thought it was funny. Joe Ellen said, you're embarrassing in your own place. Like, that's crazy. You did not have to tell that lady that. You're embarrassing in your own place. Well, I will say this. You who did not want these ladies to start up something to where the attention is put on them, you just brought the attention onto them with this damn hollering, as if the cameras in the building aren't enough for all the attention to go over there on y'all any damn way. Like, I don't know what that was about, Ashley. Okay, but why are you up in there yelling, bringing further attention to y'all? Get it together. Kelsey, baby, just take your ass home because you look crazy as hell. So, of course, these two ladies are going back and forth, and I'm loving the energy Rosie is giving Kelsey. Wah, 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 wah. Loving it all. Okay. Kelsey tries to move the table because all the rest of the ladies that got under the damn table. Okay. And one of the damn plates fell on top of another person. I'm just like, see how you do it? Just take your ass home. Didn't you just say you was finna go home? Okay, and get the sucking and be a slim pig and not give a fuck about it and oink oink motherfucker. Then go home, girl. Go home, Roger. Bye. I'm glad Rosie left. If Kelsey wasn't gonna leave, when Kelsey was talking all that shit about leaving, I'm glad Rosie left. Rosie said the clique needs to stop clicking, shoots a bird, okay? F off. And she leaves. And I love that she left and removed herself because y'all want her to continue to sit there and be mistreated, right? And then I love that she left because of that, but I hate that she left because I feel like it empowers Kelsey to feel like, yeah, now I got her out of the circle type thing. You know, she was already feeling away when all the ladies went and surrounded Rosie because it seemed like they were caring more about Rosie's feelings than hers. Now that she was able to get her out after she said she was gonna be the one leaving and the other ladies are still there, she's feeling empowered by her actions, but she's full of shit. Just like the rest of these ladies, I'm so disappointed because what is this about? What y'all don't like about like what did Rosie do to y'all? Okay, so Alicia over here talking to the husband, trying to do a presentation with him about the things she want to implement at Pizza Mama. And I just kind of feel like, girl, just see if you could franchise the company out somewhere else. Like put a new location somewhere else, let you be in charge of it so that you can learn these things that his ass said that you obviously don't know shit about. Let you learn those things and implement the stuff that you want to implement over there, right? Because then at some point she sits down with the husband and says, listen, I want our daughter to look up to me, and I want her to know that she ain't got to rely on a man the way that I rely on you or whatever. And so she wants some things to her name, and he's sitting up here like, okay, so if I died today, like I have certain things in place. I have an estate in place. I have a money manager. And what it sounds like to me is that he does not have her completely excluded from his will and his estate plan. She is included in those things, is what it sounds like to me. And it also lends itself a little bit when I hear her talking in the confessional saying, oh, after you had your situation with your dad walking out on you or whatever, you don't really trust love. And it's like, well, then why the fuck is you in it if you don't trust it? Like, it seems to me that you're projecting what you experienced as a child onto this man just a little bit, right? But also at the same time, I can't remember his name, Louis, whatever your name is. I feel like if you think that, because he tells her, I feel like you don't understand the things that I have in place. And because you don't understand how these things go, you get defensive. Well, then why don't you teach her and educate her then? Why is she, in my opinion, still in the dark? If something happens to you, who the fuck is the money manager? Who is she supposed to go to? Like what? So I do feel like there is also that element where she's like, you don't trust me. I feel like she not fully wrong with that. Yes, you may have things in place, but at the same time, why does she not know who the people is to go to? Why does she not know where to find certain information? Okay. So I don't know. I kind of feel a way about that. Leave y'all thoughts on that. Okay. I love that she went ahead and asked him directly because he's like, what is it that you want? Like, what is you asking me? And she's like, I'm just saying, like, with us opening up more Pizza Mamas, am I ever going to have a stake in it? He said, absolutely. You should have that. Okay. You came in, you made it magical, and I definitely believe you should be compensated for that. I love this so much because now it just makes me feel like you've been trying to paint this man to be just like a terrible ass guy when I feel like it's you. And I said that earlier on. I'm sure I said that a few episodes back where she is still thinking about her childhood because I think she's holding up the marriage out of fear that he's going to leave. And then now we get to this place and she ain't got nothing to her name and stuff. It's like, you mean to tell me it was that damn easy for you to have this conversation? Now, maybe the cameras was there and that could have helped out. Okay. Maybe the cameras was there. But I am glad at the end of the day that she going to be able to get some stake in something. Okay. Girl, I'm not even finna get into this Alicia and Liz argument because I feel like it's so unnecessary to me to prove to a person that they were not homeless. It's just like, let that lady think what she finna think. Okay? To be homeless in America, we think that you're living out of your car. It's too many millions of people in America, and everybody's thoughts may be completely different. Yes, some may think like you, some may think people living out of a box, some may think people on the side of the road, some may think if you ain't got no place to live, when you are trying to receive some government assistance, right? And even if you stand with a family member, I feel like on that documentation, if it don't look like you got a physical address that's tied to your damn name, okay, bills and all, you probably homeless, okay? And like if that was her experience, let that be that lady's experience. Ain't nobody coming at you, and if they did come at you about you not being the mother of those girls, you would feel away. Even though you feel like you are a mom because you raised them since they were so small. And I understand that. So to argue, let's not. And I know some people gonna feel like that's two different things. It's not to me. Okay? It's not to me. So with that being said, let it go. Like, just let her do what she gonna do. Damn. Let's wrap this up. Liz, yes, what's wrong at the end of the day? Now you over here talking about your damn character has been assassinated or whatever it is, baby. You got Joellen, me and Joellen looking at you like, girl, what the hell? What you talking about? Listen, I ain't got time. I feel like however Miss Alicia feels, let her feelings be validated. If that lady felt like she was homeless because it was her childhood that she experienced, let it be what it is. You was out of line in my personal, but that's all I got. Leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.